Karl Marx might have known a lot about economics, but he knows very little about human beings. You must know the pain of the child which is going to bed today without eating a full stomach. You must know the pain of that woman who has a baby in her belly but she doesn't have the food to nourish that child. You must think of that farmer who doesn't have enough nourishment to go to his field and do his work today. You must know the pain of this. If you know this, then all this rubbish you will drop and see how a nation can move forward. He predicted that the richest nations in the world will become communist. People will share their wealth with each other, and how wonderful it's going to be the world. It's a fantastic dream. It's a beautiful dream. It's one of the best dreams the world has dreamed, that everybody will be equal, everybody will have everything, nobody has to… it's by our need, not by our greed. You may produce $1 billion, I may produce nothing, but you are willing to share with me. When the poorest of the poor on the planet started talking about communism, communism became ugly. It's such a great idea. If the rich and the wealthy and the capable had taken it, world would have become an ashram. Yes, it would have been a perfect spiritual setting, really, if the rich had taken it. Now the poor took up the idea. What they could not earn, they want to take it by beating. Banditry became a philosophy. What should have been a fantastic process of sharing and giving and an embrace of humanity turned into an ugly idea. Most horrific things were done. During Joseph Stalin's time, they say over 27 million Russians died. This is 3 times the number that died in World War II. That many people, Russian people, died because the poor are trying to share something that they don't have. If the rich had shared, what a wonderful world it would have been. Great idea, but we did not create the legs for the idea. Just a great idea. If you wanted this idea to work, you should have made the whole world meditate, turn spiritual, then naturally they would give and share. Then if it had just slowly flowered like that, it would have been a fantastic thing. So Marx might have known a lot about economics, nothing about human nature. Even today, it is only the poorest of the poor societies who are communist, isn't it? There was a time about 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when India was vouching that we are a socialist country. Socialism is a watered-down version of communism. When you don't have the courage to be a communist, you become a socialist. Which has always been one of the serious problems with our nation, that we don't have the courage to say who we are, what do we intend. So, communism as an idea is a fantastic idea. There's a very beautiful story, incident which happened when Mark Twain visited. He was so excited. Wow, rich are going to share their wealth with the poor and everybody's going to be equal, equal opportunity for everyone. This is fantastic. Everybody wanted… lots of thinkers and authors from America traveled to Russia because they were so excited, this is it, the world is going to change. So Mark Twain was walking in a country road. A country Russian gentleman was walking in front of him with 2 hens under his arms. He ran up to him, caught up, and he said, "Comrade, are you really a communist?" He said, "Yes, I am a party member." He said, "Is it true that if you have 2 bungalows, you will give away 1 to your comrade?" "Of course. If I have 2 bungalows, I will give away 1 to my comrade. I'm a party member, I'm an office bearer. If you have 2 carriages, will you give away 1 to somebody who needs it?" "Of course, I'm a party member, I'm the president in my village. I have to and I will." "You have 2 hens, will you give away 1 of them?" "What the hell, that's all I have." So people wanted to give away what they don't have.